Yard, baby. The I love. Go JSU football.
Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Apologize for the delay. I had to get everything together, man. Got a lot to talk about tonight. Come on in, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Let everybody know where we at, what we doing. Yeah, man. We got a lot that we want to get into tonight, man. Whole lot. What's going on, Brother Poe? Again, I'd rather have everything ready than to rush in and do what we do. That's the beauty of it. If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna rock these blue light joints tonight. I had to let y'all see me first. So I gotta give my eyes a break. Been dealing with that. You know, when you're in front of the lens so much, man, eyes get to playing tricks on you and maybe do a little twitching or whatnot. But that's right. Unstoppable 25. Historic day, man. Super historic day. The crew will be on at a later time. Everybody's working, kind of doing what they do. So the format, you know, for the most part, is going to be, I'll open up the show and then we'll add the crew as they come up. But it's called getting old. No, it's called doing this for 2 years, man. Sitting in front of a laptop or a computer with a light, with LED and ring lights in your face, man. You know, I was talking about that today. When you work in a space where you deal with we love Jackson State, man. So it's kind of hard, man. I know, Greg. We it's all love, baby. No, but when you work in a space and you're working in a space with something you love, like Jackson State, you tend to be, high, low, depending on what's happening. Today's a great day. Today really is a great day, man. I want to send a shout out to Reed Enterprise, man. Y'all know I stay laced with the merch. The hat came from Reed Enterprise, even the t-shirt, man. So go shop reedenterprise.com, man. shop with Brother Thad, and we can get this thing rocking and rolling. But as everybody said, man, I'll get some of the preliminaries out of the way. And when the crew comes up, we're going to have Mo going to jump on later. We got to talk some baseball. The SWAC baseball tournament starts this week on Wednesday in Atlanta. So if you are in the Atlanta area, or if you plan on traveling, let us know. Yeah, man, I like this hat. I don't really get his hat too many spins, man. I used to wear it a lot back in the day, but it just looked better with the T-shirt, man. I'm trying to be comfortable tonight, and we do what we do, man. But yeah, so we'll have Brother Mo, the expert, come up. We shout out to the National Bureau Scouting Bureau. They put out the breakdown for each team that's getting ready to go to Atlanta to talk some baseball. And hey, Miss Gloria from Chicago, how you doing? Calling this thing from Mobile, Alabama, home of the Mardi Gras. But anyway, let's jump into these preliminaries real quick as you guys come on in. Again, we know we do have we always start off with a foundation. Friends of KC-1400 Inc. If you'd like to donate to the platform, you can get a tax-deductible donation to our 501c3. The mission is the same. It's always been there. Huge shout out to our channel partner, Cannon Toyota Vicksburg. So here's a big thing, good thing. We got a dope event coming up. So any Vicksburg National Alumni Chapter members, any alums that live in the greater Vicksburg area, June 22nd, Saturday, we're going to actually host our first off-site event. We're going to be at Cannon Toyota Vicksburg, and we're going to do a football signing, so if you know anybody that ain't got their tickets yet, we not going to have any tickets, but we will have some schedules. We're going to bring our NIL athletes to the event. June 22nd, we'll be there. Food trucks. I mean, we're gonna be on the scene. We're gonna be there. So they're gonna put the blue vehicles out front. We're gonna make a big deal out of it. We just got confirmation today on the date. So if you're in the area, swing by, man. Come see us, man. We'll be over there signing. The athletes will be over there signing schedules. We'll get some schedules printed out for those. Want to make a big deal out of it. So this is pretty dope. Like I said, we do real NIL deals. I don't know what nobody else do, but I know most of it is pay for play. But we appreciate the ability to be able to partner with our brand ambassadors and be able to host, an event like this. And this is a part of our partnership. And we'll be able to continue to brand the KC-1400 brand and extend our brand partnership with Cannon Toyota Vicksburg. So if you're in the area, anybody in the Vicksburg area that live out there, that will be out there, hope to see you, man. We'll be we'll be there. Myself, KT Dub, hopefully TD, and more than likely TD will be there. Just can't confirm. He has to confirm that with his schedule. Possibly Zoe, but definitely want to get the athletes out there, and we'll make a big deal out of it. So huge shout out to Billy, Clay, Greg, and the team over at Cannon Toyota Vicksburg, man. We definitely appreciate the partnership. Auto Masters, man. Next up, shout out to brother Timothy Poe, Terrence Miles. Go to the website. As we know, they have a running inventory. The inventory on the website is cool, but you can also let them know what you're looking for. Give them a call, 601-927-7794. Great partners, just JSU alums wanting to do bigger and better things. We're going to carve out a little bit more time to get a little bit more creative with our partnership. We're going to expand that. So we greatly appreciate the partnership. Huge shout out to Auto Masters. And last but not least, obviously, Shot RX. We do have our internships that we will be. We less than 100 days away from football season, man. So we're going to definitely be giving out some internships in partnership with Shot RX this fall. So huge shout out to Dr. Ted. And we got some more partnerships coming along the way, man. So we continue to grow the brand. But now that we got that out the way, I want to start by acknowledging our athletic director, Mr. Ashley Robinson. Congratulations again. The video is on the channel. Shout out to Rob J and the Go JSU Tigers media team for covering all things Jackson State and being on the road and being able to go capture that. But our VP and Director of Athletics, he received the Lifetime Achievement Awards and it's from SWAC Alumni Association, man. So that was pretty awesome. And we just wanted to open the show up again and acknowledge him and just say congratulations. He's doing a fantastic job at advancing the SWAC, but more importantly, growing Jackson State, man. So heck of a day, man. Heck of a day for him this past Saturday. And we're ecstatic. We're happy to have him as athletic director, man. And keep up the good work, AD. We appreciate the support. And continue to be the best in the nation, man. I feel the best athletic director in the country, and he definitely makes his presence be felt and be known. So gotta love that, man. All right. Next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, next Wednesday, we will have Coach Margaret Richards on the show. Next Wednesday, this week they doing some feverish recruiting, man. They recruiting their butts off and trying to get this team built, get the schedule made. A lot going on, still trying to get her first month off the ground, and we're gonna give her some time, and then she'll be pulling up on us on next Wednesday. Not sure who the guest will be this Wednesday, but just stay tuned for that, and we'll get that over there to you. So looking forward to having her on the show. And but what was cool today was they did announce her staff. Her coaching staff came through and announced the coaching staff. I actually, thought the staff was pretty good. We'll go through this real quick. Jack State head women's basketball coach Margaret Richards officially announced her staff for the upcoming season this Monday afternoon. The staff include a pair of former head coaches, including a Jackson native, a former All-SWAC performer on the court, a national champion, and several conference championships. The staff also includes coaches who have developed all-conference and all-American selections for both men's and women's programs around the country. First up on the staff, man, we got Coach Dylan Howard joins the staff after a 1-year stint at Oakwood, following a 1-year stint as the associate head coach for the Southern men's basketball team. He is no stranger to the SWAC after serving as an assistant coach at Mississippi Valley State and Alabama A&M before serving 3 years as the men's head coach for the Bulldogs. So he's a head coach at Alabama A&M. During his time at Southern, he held the Jaguars, finished as the top scoring team in the league, one of the top defensive teams in the nation, finished 7th in turnovers forced per game, while at Alabama A&M, he helped the Bulldogs to the conference semifinals. And his team was ranked number 1 in RPI rankings. Howard has helped develop several all-conference performers during his career, as well as All-Americans in his 28-year coaching career. So we welcome Coach, had a chance to meet him, we welcome Coach Dylan Howard to the staff, man. So next up, it's my boy, DP. If y'all haven't gotten acquainted with DP, make sure you go follow him on Twitter, man. Coach Daniel Price. Jackson native. So Daniel Price joins the staff under Richards after a stint in the Sun Belt as a member of Marshall coaching staff, where he helped lead the women's basketball team to the conference championship and a berth in the 2024 NCAA tournament. The Jackson native is no stranger to winning, having helped lead Georgetown, Kentucky College to the 2023 NAIA National Championship. Yeah, he was a hooper. I played against him in JUCO. He was at East Central. I was at Holmes Community College, and he can get buckets, man, for real. Prior to his stint at Marshall, he served as a head coach of Simmons Kentucky College, where he led the women to their first ever NCAA National Tournament Final Four, and the team was ranked in the top 10 nationally in several categories. He also helped lead the University of Cumberland to a national tournament appearance and a Mid-South Conference tournament title during his time on the sideline. So it's a great addition, man. A great addition, Coach Daniel Price. I was shocked. I saw him on the day that they initially introduced him. It was pretty dope, and very excited to have him back home. Wingfield High School in the house. He was a baller, man. So if you know DP, if he played in the local JPS area, you know he was a bucket getter, man. But he's also very well versed and very well connected in the women's men and women's AAU circuit. Is a great developer of talent, great eye for talent. And I think he and I had a great conversation on Friday. He was kind of sharing some of their strategies, some of the players they're going after. And I've had a chance to take a look at them. And this team is going to shape out. They got to get the commitments and got to get them in there. The way I'm looking at our first year under Coach Margaret Richards, man, is like a spades hand, first hand open. She got a big, I think a steep hill to climb, kind of in the time frame, but the expectation to be set, the foundation to be laid, and that's what they're doing, and they're doing a really good job of that. Next up, Richards brings a familiar face to SWAC women's basketball and former All-SWAC performer Alexis Holt, who was previously on the staff at Colin Community College. During her time on the sideline, she was part of a staff that led to the development of Tandria Minor, who was named second team All MAC, MACCC, and Zakiria Anderson, a first team All MAC, All Region 23 selection and World Exposure Report honorable mention All American. As a player at Grambling, she played in 30 games and averaged 17 points per game, while also averaging 5.3 rebounds per game, and on her way to being named Box to Row All-American. She was also named to the Louisiana Sports Writers Association All Louisiana second team after her final stint at Grambling. So she's she's very familiar with the SWAC. I think she's with Coach Richards at Alabama A&M. So Alexis Hope, part of the staff. And last but not least, she rounds out the staff with Coach Pat Richardson. Coach Richardson was named on the staff on Monday after a stint at Quincy D3 University. He served in an assistant role for the program and also as an interim coach for games, leading the team to a 3-1 record. No stranger to the SWAC, Richardson spent several years at Alabama A&M, including as a special assistant to head coach Dylan Howard. So during his time in Huntsville, he helped the Bulldogs to their most regular season wins since the 2015-2016 season, with home games over Troy, Jacksonville State. And during his time coaching, Richardson has been instrumental in coaching for All-American, for all-conference players. So that pretty much rounds out the staff for Coach Margaret Richards. Hey man, great staff. I mean, they've hit the ground running, and they're getting the ball on the road, man. So that's the key. That's the key. So and again, if when the panel comes up, if they want to get into some of that, we will. But everybody was talking about it being a great day for Jackson State. Let's jump right into that. Today was a good day. First of its kind. I gotta say, take my hat off for this one. I tell you, man, I had to go back and reread this bad baby because I was like, man, is this right? So my boy AJ, what's up, AJ? My boy Ant hit me up. He said, bro, we got the bread, man. I was like, what bread you talking about? I was trying to figure out what he was talking about. But $110 million being sent to 7 Mississippi universities, UMMC. See which college was left out. I'll just go ahead and tell you. The college that was left out was Mississippi University for Women. The W is what they call it. But 7 of the 8 public universities in Mississippi, as well as University of Mississippi Medical Center, shout out to KT Dub, are set to receive millions from the state to spend on capital improvement projects. Boy, this is so necessary. So we'll just start here. Senate Bill 2468, which was signed into law by Governor Tater Tot last week, is an annual appropriations bill. Part of the bill transfers money to the 2022 IHL Capital Improvements Fund. In total, the state is spending $110 million in funds to Mississippi's universities, Mississippi Institution of Higher Learning, which oversees each of the state's 8 universities. The IHL is in charge of distributing the funds. This year's funding to the IHL Capital Improvements Fund is about $90 million fewer than 2023, which saw Tate Reed sign off on over just 193. Let's get into the breakdown, man. Shout out to Alcorn, man. Alcorn is going to receive $8.3 million, $8,311,736 for repairs, renovations, and expansions to the Davie L. Whitney Complex, which is home of the Alcorn State men's and women's basketball team and the men's and women's volleyball team. So that's pretty dope to get 8.3 for them to, improve on their own facilities, man. So basketball renovations. Also, Delta State's going to get $4 million, a little over $4 million for repairs and replacement of roofs for various campus and administrative buildings. Hold on one second. I just saw some. Give me just a second. I'll move on to the next one in just a minute. Okay. I was just looking at an offer. I thought somebody had committed. My bad. Next up, my goodness, man. Y'all, listen. I gotta say this, man. This is it's a great day to be a Tiger, man. We got the most out of everybody. Let me turn this light down a little bit, y'all, if y'all don't mind. We got the most out of all the institutions that were on the list. We got 23 million, a little over 23 million. And it said for repairs, renovations, and upgrades to campus buildings and facilities, including McAllister Whiteside Hall, which is long overdue, and other critical campus facilities. The monies will also be spent for the development of alternative water resources. Good gracious alive, man. How long have we been needing this? $7 million of JSU's funds will go for the purchase of a new residence hall. This is monumental, man. This is monumental. I'll stop right here, and I'll tell you what. I'll let you guys come on up. I'll come back to this. Mississippi State, a little over 13 million, whatever. Mississippi Valley, shout out to Mississippi Valley, got 8.8. They got a little bit more than Alcorn. Construction and furnishing of a new residence hall and related facilities. So great for them. University of Mississippi, of course, they got money. Let's see. University of Mississippi Medical Center, repair, renovation, upgrading of campus buildings and facilities and infrastructure. So you really could put that money with US with Ole Miss or whatever. And Southern Miss got 18.6 for whatever. They also got that $5 million from Brett Favre, but that's neither here nor there. But look, man, I'm gonna open this up real quick, man. If you guys want to come up, give you little tidbits. Let's get rocking and rolling, man. I know Mo just joined. We'll bring you up in a little bit, Mo. We're gonna touch on this, and then when you come up, feel free to touch on this as well. But want to hear you guys' thoughts. If y'all got any thoughts that you want to share on this, feel free to come on up. But this is outstanding, man. This is outstanding. Matter of fact, let me do this now. Mo, what's up, baby? Thoughts on this real quick, bro, as we wait. Y'all got any thoughts that you want to share on this? Feel free to come on up. Yeah, Mo. Matter of fact, let me do this now. Mo, what's up, baby? Thoughts on this real quick. You delayed. Anyway, yeah, man. So this is great, man. So shout out to Senator Hillman Frazier. Saw him on the Monday that Coach Margaret Richards had the press conference, right? And he mentioned he actually gave a number that was a little lower than this number, slightly lower, but just the mere fact when he mentioned, he actually mentioned that. It's Jerome. Good deal, brother Jerome. Glad you came up, bro. This is great monumental day, bro. I'll let you tell
Absolutely. Hey, absolutely, man. Hey, and happy Monday to everyone. I won't be long, but man, this is definitely kind of transformative because these are some of the things we've been asking for a while, to help with increasing the enrollment. And, there was another article last week that came out with respect to a lot of money coming to the city of Jackson. And Jackson State is kind of tied into that deal as well. So they're going to do like a beautification project with some walking trails that are going to come past Jackson State, kind of connect JSU to it's like some museum in downtown. But I feel like, man, with all of this, improvement, it's going to kind of spill over into the kind of outskirts of the campus. And that's going to be beneficial as well. When it comes to the aesthetics and just beautification of the area. which conversely is going to help with our reputation. So I'm so excited, man. When I saw the $7 million earmarked for purchasing a building for housing, I'm thinking maybe the One University place right there across from the Union, maybe.
Okay.
So I know there's some other deals on the table that the university and people like Senator Frazier working diligently for Jackson State. But this has been a great day. Really, really great news. That's much needed. Absolutely.
Yeah, Senator Frazier, he mentioned, and I don't know if this is something that's still on the table, but he did when we had this conversation mention about the purchasing potentially of the Marriott downtown. I don't know what that ticket price or what that price tag is, but
Uh,
that would be amazing actually if we were able to get that. I don't know if that would be something additional that may
okay.
come, but and Senator Frazier, if you're on, you can definitely throw it in the chat, whatever you can share. But again, I'm sure. And look, we're still working towards getting President Thompson on the show. I just have been, kind of letting him get through the the finality of the year, and then we'll kind of
Right.
go from there. So he told me that out of his own mouth. Yep, 7 million for the Marriott. Boom, shakalaka. Just
Nice.
what he said. Spot on.
Hey,
Which is a
thank you
300.
so
That's
much, Senator Frazier.
There you go. Thank you, Senator Frazier. He actually mentioned that's a 303 room facility. Now I know they would probably have to go in there and do some renovations and upgrades or whatever the case may be, but that's unbelievable, man. That's great. It's another. We have quite a few students and student athletes that live in the downtown area, likes of university or Walthall, places like that. So anytime you can add upgrades to the current housing and then add additional rooms, the objective is to possibly add another 600 beds.
Right.
That's an amazing feat, and that bodes well for Jackson State, man. That puts us in a great space because usually when you're talking to parents or students, they're talking about the inability to get housing or whatnot, and it's just a great day for the university, man.
And you know what, Ken? For anyone who might be, I guess, maybe confused as to why we would maybe want to purchase a hotel, got to remember, Jackson State is an urban university, and this is very much on par with other urban universities across the nation. You're looking at NC State and Raleigh. You're looking at Southern Cal and LA. Most urban institutions, they're pretty much landlocked. So they do kind of spill into the downtown area when it comes to facilities, housing. So we're
Yep.
on pace. This is great.
Yeah, we got students probably, I'm pretty sure at the King Edwards, at Standard Life, every residential facility that's available downtown. I'm pretty sure that we have that's right, Georgia State is just like that. Which is definitely that's pretty big. That's big time. Um, and I love the alternative water resources. That's critical because every time the city has had issues, we also want to see Jackson itself just improve with that. We got the funds. We want to see great things happen for our capital city and our hometown, man. And Jackson is Jackson State. Jackson is Jackson State's campus. So we believe that wholeheartedly. And a great Jackson State means a great Jackson, and a great Jackson is great for the state of Mississippi because there are not many states in the entire United States where the government doesn't pour into the capital city. We do know
Right.
that it's predominantly black. It's the blackest city in America, but um, last time I checked, green is money is green, and trust me when I tell you, if you invest and put the money into the university, you will see dividends for it. And shout out to the president, man, President Thompson. I'm not gonna go and act like. Look, man, I was thinking about this. Make you laugh, bro. Remember that? Remember when Jamie Foxx and Denzel sat down with each other?
Right.
What Denzel say? I'm leaving with some. I'm gonna let y'all do what you want to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, it ain't like we can you know, we can say we want to say, but our president is our president now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, press.
That's right.
In
And
relations, bro. Get us what we
hey,
need. He was something. You know what I'm saying?
well, it's got to
So
be. Hey, whether it's a collection offering or whatever, man, I'm here for it.
we
But I
just
don't know
got
if you saw in the article. I
to.
think if you scroll up a little bit, there was some language about Whiteside maybe being kind of renovated into suite style, which is awesome because that's what most college students today want.
Yeah, let me go to the article real quick. Okay. Where's that at?
I think it was a little bit further up in the article as I was reading it earlier. Um, but it was saying something about suite style for McAllister Whiteside.
And I might have overlooked it, man. I went straight to the money.
Right. But yeah, no, either way, this is great. And of course, I know we're still, in the process of getting the Palisades back online, which will be great as well. And I know, they talked about the second student cafeteria that's in the works. So a lot of good things, a lot of moving parts for the physical plan of Jackson State. But housing and the water, that's definitely, at the top of the list. So that's awesome.
The money was included to renovate Whiteside. It's on here. That's on the screen. You're talking about what it just says: the renovation, upgrades of campus, and other critical campus facilities. It didn't really go. I didn't really see that. Not in the article that I got. The disturbing thing is the state government continues moving state office business out of Jackson. That's something that's a high level issue that we want. Brother Seeley, feel free to come up if you can. We can definitely get into this. But Mo, what's your thoughts on it, Mo?
Man, I know President Thompson as a pastor, and the first thing I saw was like, dang, Pastor Thompson went up there and raised the offering.
Yes, indeed, man.
Man, this
Got
is
that
well
love
needed.
offering.
Yeah, the love offering, the building fund. Building fund that actually worked.
Hey, last time I checked, Jackson is in Mississippi, ain't it?
Yep.
That's it.
Mississippi been having Republican leadership how long?
A long time.
Long time, right?
Long time.
So we gotta get something. I just said to the mentality, look, we ain't gonna let you have our school. We're gonna fight to the death for that. We're gonna do what we gotta do, but just do right by us is all we've ever asked for. You know what I mean? Look, I don't care what they do with them other schools. I ain't no hater. Y'all want to pinch off and earmark money and throw money down to Mississippi State, Ole Miss, USM. Cool. Give me is what we saying.
Right.
You know what I mean? I ain't counting I ain't counting nobody else's pockets. But Jack State, we got to get something. And man, just appreciate it. Jerome, do you know how many new beds we will have this fall? That's a tough
one.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I know that what I do know, and I say this, I know he said it to you, Jerome. From my research, looking at the Marriott, from my conversation with Senator Frazier, 303 unit facility. Building. I don't think you're going to go in and you're not going to go in there and structurally change anything. The building is up. You take over the building, you take it as is, you renovate that thing. You follow what I'm saying? You go in there, you put a little money into it, you spruce it up, make it do what it do. But 303 is what it is. And I would think in most cases, you could probably get a couple of beds in that joint. You follow what I'm saying? So if you can get two in there, make it residential style that way. Now you're looking at 600 beds, 606 or 600 units or whatever the case may be.
There you go.
So anywhere from 500 to 600 additional with that purchase. Now when you're talking about potentially doing some other things, getting creative, we don't know what it look like. I'm sure if you got this money, we have a plan, and this plan goes back to President Hudson having this conversation. Just some things kind of fell stale, but here we are. This don't just happen overnight. I'm pretty sure Senator Frazier can add more context to it, but we're not in the room. But when we get the money is money. And this is pretty good since we ain't gonna get that money from Diddy. We might well throw it in there. But I'm happy about it, man. I really am.
Ken, somebody said earlier, the money is in the bank. So so we can worry about that.
This ain't no, this ain't no scam. This ain't, Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, oh
Hey,
boy.
did you get a chance to see the photos that I posted up about like that master plan?
Yeah,
Uh,
you brought up the past master plan. I didn't save the photos, but I saw what you were
okay.
talking about. Sure.
Yeah, it'll be wonderful, man. If we can ultimately, get back to that master plan and roll out some of those endeavors, with the additional kind of like housing with was it One University Place heading down towards the baseball field. Just the whole renderings looked absolutely amazing. It kind of gives the feel of kind of a university or higher educational oasis looking at the renderings. But I love the Gibbs Green Memorial Clock Tower. That was beautiful. But slowly but surely, we're getting back to where we were and getting back on track. So I'm excited.
Man, it's a great day, man, for us. Now, when this will get started, of course, we're going to ask those questions. I think now is a great time to really go ahead and nail down that show with President Thompson. We're gonna get him on here. I'm serious. I'm looking forward to that, and that's gonna be pretty awesome when that happens. So, but yeah, man, great day for us, man. 2302, 020, 794. Every dollar of that. I need the 794 too.
Appreciate you, Ken.
Hey, appreciate you for coming up, brother. For real.
All right.
Thank you, man. Yeah, Mo. Hey, man, while I got you here, you know what we came for. It's
Yes,
baseball week.
sir.
This Wednesday, man, we got Rush Chandler Stadium, man, Atlanta, Georgia. We got the SWAC Championship Baseball Tournament, bro. This is what it's all for, man. This is what it come down to. We in
All the marbles.
we in bracket A. Bracket B is FAMU's going in with the number 1 seed. Grambling 2, Alabama State 3, Southern 4, and then Texas Southern is 1 on the A bracket. With us coming in at the 4th seed, we made it. We made it in there. The goal is to get in there, So there's 4 teams obviously didn't make it. We made it in there, and now we got to get rolling. But this Wednesday, Mo, we're gonna be taking on Texas Southern. I think we played them first off the rip. I think first game of the season at the Cactus Jack. Now we get to go pay it back, man, and put them in the losers bracket. But before we get started, I'm gonna let you take off with it. But I just wanted to kind of put us here for those that did not know, that wasn't keeping up with it. National Scouting Bureau, shout out to them for just a breakdown, the preview. If you're not following them, man, I mean they doing some great things on Twitter.
They do an amazing job.
Oof, man, outstanding, just an outstanding job.
Extremely detailed.
Oh yeah. So we finished this season, man, 33-18, pretty steep conference record of 16-12. In an NSB ranking of number 6.
But that's the best overall record in the whole SWAC.
Yes, it is, and I knew you was gonna go into that. I'll set you up and let you take it from there. Jackson's been able to put an impressive resume on the table for this year's tournament, led by some of the SWAC's best offensive players. The Tigers look to build on that already impressive year. Team OPS 8.878. Obviously, team ERA, earned runs average is 5.69. Team batting average 0.321, which really isn't bad. We was able to put up a league's best batting average this year, though, leaving no doubt that they'll continue to hit throughout next week. Jack State pitching must continue their dominance after 3 straight regular season wins, man. So we finished the season, and I'll let you take it from there. I know Zoe just joining. Key position players, bro. Let's jump into it. You on mute, Mo. Go ahead. If you're talking, Mo, you on mute. There you go. You're off mute now. Go ahead. You back on mute. No, he fell off. What's up, bro? We'll let Mo come back on in just a second. What's going on with you, Doc?
What's up, man? What's up, I Love family?
Oh, you got it, man. Damn, bro, you got the same shirt I got on? Nah, you must have been looking. You weren't looking at the screen? Lord have mercy. Boy, you funny. And look, I hit bald head with great chest.
And look, he just texted me. I just got the shower, so this was not playing.
Okay, Mo had got a call to come through. He finna jump back on in just a minute. We'll jump back into it as soon as he come back on. But yeah, man. How much did you catch any of the show? Oh, okay, we'll let you touch on it though. We'll go back and I'll highlight you and let you kind of get that rocking and rolling. There you go, Mo. Mo back on.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, man, you good.
All right. Where we at, Ken?
Key position players. I mean, your take on the season. You can take it from there. We're at the key position part, and we'll roll from there.
Yeah, at 33-18, we got the top record in the whole SWAC. I'm gonna say it like this: the East is a juggernaut of teams, man. We literally just beat up on each other. Bethune-Cookman and FAMU, they're the upper echelon of the SWAC. But I will say Alabama State and Jackson State, we're all right there. And I really expect all of us to pretty much beat up on the West up in this tournament. Look for that day one. I expect some upsets. Don't be surprised to see Southern actually beat FAMU on that first day, especially with their ace. I love our matchup with Texas Southern. And I'm going to tell you about Coach Johnson and how smart he is. So the very first game of the season, we saw Texas Southern's ace, and we threw our number 3 pitcher. They have not seen our best pitchers this year. So expect Isaiah Williams or Womble or even Gonzalez to throw those first few innings up in the SWAC tournament. And I expect us to have the upper hand because we've already seen their ace, and we should already have a game plan. As far as our team and how we did this season, we got 6 players that's batting over 330. Batting 300 is amazing in baseball.
It is.
But to have 6 everyday starters to be batting over 330, and one led the nation for half the season. At one point, Joseph Eichelberger was hitting 750. And he finished the season hitting 360. And we got a true freshman in Tate at shortstop that's also hitting 360.
Dang.
He's a true freshman, 18, 19 years old. So we had a really, really good season. Isaiah Williams, I think he's the top pitcher in the SWAC. He's left-handed. He's 6'5". He's throwing 90 miles per hour. He has 3 pitches that he's throwing, a changeup, a slider, and a fastball. I think he's the best pitcher in the SWAC. We have Eric Gonzalez. We have Christian Womble. Christian Womble is our closer. We have a great reliever in C.J. Lewis, who's a sidearm guy who throws a sinker. I like our chances. I love the matchups in this SWAC tournament. I truly believe that one of the most important things for us is that we learned exactly what pitchers fit well versus which team. Eric Gonzalez did very well versus Bethune-Cookman. Isaiah Williams did very well versus FAMU. So that's something that we can really look forward to. And I'm going to say this, pitching depth is where it's at in the SWAC tournament. You can have the best hitting team in the world, but you got to have 3 to 4 pitchers.
That's
and
facts.
I feel like we have 3 to 4. And I'm going to say this, I feel like, Zoe, we got a secret weapon in Steven Spurgeon. Steven Spurgeon, he dang near no-hit LSU. No, what is it? Louisiana Lafayette. He almost no-hit Louisiana Lafayette for 6 innings 2 weeks ago. And nobody in the SWAC has seen him yet. Don't be surprised to see him in that first or the second game of the tournament. And I don't expect nobody to hit him.
Yeah, I mean, key pitchers that and you mentioned everybody except Vanderventer, but Womble, Isaiah Williams, been at the top of the list for pretty much all season. But Vanderventer, C.J. Lewis, Eric Gonzalez. I was happy to hear you talk about Spurgeon because that's a name that you haven't really heard much from this year. But that's critical though to get him in the fold and let him go do what he do. It is a double.
He was hurt.
Okay.
He was hurt. I mean, and the blessing in disguise is that when he came to the season, he was left-handed throwing 90 miles per hour. He had some elbow issues. Ken, he's dropped it all the way down to 80 to 83, and his curveball is 6 to 8 miles per hour. And if anybody watched that University of Lafayette game, they were so off balance with that slow curveball. It was crazy. So I can literally see Johnson throwing one of our harder pitchers like Gonzalez, who can get it up to 96, and then turn around throwing Spurgeon from the left side, somebody that's throwing 68. That's hard to hit. Baseball is all about timing and eyesight. A pitcher that can mess with your timing and mess with your eyesight is a guy that you can't hit. It don't matter how hard you throw.
That's right. Zoe, you got anything?
Nah, man, a secret weapon would have a name like Spurgeon. I just want to say that. But man, I hate that the latest game is at 6 o'clock. I hate that. Wish we had like an 8 p.m. tip off or something like that. But never mind, man. I think the main thing for us is, you know what I'm saying, matching up with FAMU.
We got Texas Southern. We got Texas.
I'm saying the toughest matchup for us is FAMU in this tournament.
I don't think we're gonna see FAMU.
We gotta see them in the.
I don't see them coming out of that other bracket. I don't see them coming out of that other side. I just don't. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's just something about Southern in the SWAC tournament. Southern gonna put somebody out.
Southern gonna put themselves out.
Yeah, that too. But I guarantee you, don't be surprised to see Southern put somebody out.
The thing, I mean, honestly, man, in baseball, I won't be surprised to see anybody make it. That's just the way baseball is. You know, anybody can make it. Baseball is all about pitching and timely hitting. A bad team can small ball you to death and win some games, man.
And just my wishful thinking, just looking at this, I got Southern winning that game 4. Mm-hmm. Don't be surprised to see Grambling beat Alabama State.
Yeah, I'm not about that one.
And don't be surprised to see Grambling come out of that side. Do not be surprised. And I would love to see Grambling in the SWAC championship. We'll beat the hell out of them.
We beat them in the season for sure. That's
bad. Beat them real bad that last time.
It sounds good when you say it, Mo.
Israel said he's not sure FAMU gonna fold like that.
You know, I think I said it earlier today. I would hope that FAMU lost a game of chess versus School of the Blind. I do not like them.
Yeah, FAMU is definitely moving up there as I think they're gonna be everybody's rivalry soon, especially with that online beef, man. But it'd be funny to me though. But
I'm glad you went back to that, Ken. What's not mentioned is Lenny Montesano, our third baseman. He also plays first.
Yeah.
Well, he is down there. He actually led us in 11 home runs. He's like the first guy that we've had in a long time to have double-digit home runs. He had 11, and he hit over 300 as well.
Damn.
Miles White is a utility player. Nobody talks about him, but that kid has played all over the diamond for second base and third base. That glove is consistent as it gets. And he's also a really good number 6 hitter. Rodney Hiller, he moved to the leadoff spot. He set the table for us. Jordan McClatty, in my opinion, he's probably our best hitter. I know everybody talks about Eichelberger, but McClatty at the top of that lineup has quietly had a great season.
Yeah.
Joseph Eichelberger, I mean, we all know what happened to him. He was a target for everybody. People stopped pitching to him. After the first 10 games, after he started making headlines, people just completely stopped pitching to him. He didn't see a fastball for at least 15 games this season.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured that they'll adjust. I mean, obviously, you don't want to keep going to a kid that's going to keep, getting on base.
You don't let one player beat you.
Yeah, you gotta do something different. Why did Omar move Lenny to first? Good question.
Why did Lenny get moved to first? Well, I'm glad that question was asked. They got a true freshman playing third base named Shamar Harris. Shamar Harris has a really good glove, has a very strong arm. He's also a pitcher. And just to be honest, not trying to down any players, we weren't getting anything out of our first baseman. Jalen Williams started most of the season at first base, and then we moved Hassan to first base. Neither of those guys were producing. So Johnson, being a veteran, he tried something new, and it worked out in the second half of the season. And I also think Lenny might be drafted as a first baseman rather than a third baseman as well.
Hey, I like it. That's what's up, man. I love it. I love it. Wednesday, man. For those that are interested, you know they're gonna be on ESPN Plus. I mean ESPN. I think ESPN 3 more than likely. If not, Swag be having it on YouTube. I'll be shocked if these games aren't on the ESPN channel.
I thought they would.
Yeah, I'm assuming that they would. I will confirm. Yeah, they will be. So for those that are interested, there's 3 p.m. for Zoe. It's 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Jack State versus Texas Southern. Y'all know we're gonna be tuned in. Wish I can make it. Not traveling this week at all. You know what I'm saying? Just
wish they start tomorrow.
Hey, Ken, let me break down our bracket real quick, if you don't mind.
Let's go. Take it away.
I would love in that first game versus Texas Southern, I would love for Isaiah Williams to pitch that first game. And that's a dub all day. Texas Southern haven't seen him. He's from the left side. That 3-pitch mix, they haven't seen it. It's going to be hard for them to hit. Bethune-Cookman versus PV, I think Bethune is going to probably blow out Prairie View. But I will say this, Eric Gonzalez had a lot of success versus Bethune. So I look for us to actually upset Bethune up in that second game and stay up in that winner's bracket. We stay up in that winner's bracket and we can get to that third game without using Wumble. Man, I got us in the SWAC championship and I got us taking it home.
Hey, man, this team was built for the SWAC tournament. I mean, we had some lulls throughout the season. I like our chances, man. Pitching, we got pitchers this year. We're healthy this year. We got the best batting team all this season. So all you need to do is get into a good rhythm and a good flow. I mean, you get hot at the right time, just like the softball team did. Hey, man, you can make some shake. So at this point, it's one game at a time.
Yep.
And I like our chances against Texas Southern, man.
Texas Southern, I look for having a pitching coach. I look for that to pay off this time of the season. Something we've never had.
Yeah. I'm with it. Anything else you see before we close out baseball? I want to definitely have you on, man, and come let you give your take. And we'll come back. We'll come back up Wednesday, man, and talk baseball because we do play Wednesday. We'll get the chance to see what we did. Hopefully we won, and we'll come and talk about that game.
Sound good. Nope. Go Tigers, and I'll be back Wednesday. Thank you, Ken.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, Mo.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Yeah, man. So just to catch you up to speed, I mean, appreciate Mo for coming on. So we broke down and we did talk about the actual article. We had Jerome come up, and as you know, we the state broke bread with us, man. Let me just put that on out there. Long story short, Jack State receiving $23 million, man. And as Senator Fraser said, look, man, that $7 million is going to be for the purchasing of the Marriott. I mean, we talked about that beforehand, but it is awesome for the renovations that we get. Get your thoughts on this before we move on.
It was much needed. I mean, could use a whole lot more than that, and a lot more than that is owed to us, but every red cent we get is needed. Again, we taking a lump sum of that and going to purchase the Marriott downtown, converted for residence hall. So I still would like us to actually build and erect a new dormitory on campus. It's much needed, and we need more physical beds. I'm sorry, on campus, man. Anything that we could do to make it more advantageous for us to get to that threshold of 10,000, to get that enrollment to a threshold of 10,000 students. It's much needed. And just the first thing to get started, man. We got a long way to go. We got a lot to do.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's a great start. I mean, anytime you get anything, you know what I mean, you're able to build and go from there. And we can continue to do efforts to raise money on our own. I think what's critical, alternative water resources.
I was just about to touch that too, because I was about to say, I hate that they worded it like that, because my thing is, what all does that entail? Because again, we put in there that we wanted our own water treatment facility plant. You know what I'm saying? Which, would love to have that, because that would be a game changer for us.
But what's going to be a game changer for the platform? We're going to get the president on here, man. Let him come on here and break some things down for us, man. And we'll definitely, I think it's time, especially with this right here. We come in and I don't know how much he would get on the airwaves and put out there, but I think it'll be a great show. I mean, to have him on, talk about this as well as other things. But this is outstanding for the university, man. I mean, we needed, this is probably the most necessary thing that we needed, because every time we put in money into athletic facilities, they always say, what, though? Man, we need this. This need to be happening. This need to take care. We need housing. Hey, here we go. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's get it rocking and rolling, man. So start here and let's hope that every year they break bread with us. Because if you give us money every year, we'll be able to do some wonderful things on the campus, man. So I'm happy about it. I love it. One of the things, though, we did touch on was Coach Richards. She her staff. She named her staff today. And obviously, Coach Dylan Howard, former men's basketball coach for Alabama A&M. My brother DP joined her from Marshall. Alexis Holt from the staff, played for Grambling, former All-American, and last but not least, Pat Richardson, long-term assistant, joining her from Alabama A&M. So staff is in place. Thoughts on the staff? We pretty much talked about this, but get your opinion on this before we move forward.
I mean, well, main thing is got to fill it out so now everybody could put the names, and here's coming up shortly we put a face with the name. But again, the main thing is they're already doing the work. It's good staff. It's a good collection of I like the fact that there are 2 former head coaches on the staff, and DP is a godsend in this regard. Being that DP resume stand out, not just because he's from Jackson, but the fact that he's actually coming here by way of Marshall. Let's see. But yeah, man, the fact that he's coming by way of Marshall and had some success, and we can actually, transition from there to recruiting here.
Yeah, man. DP, as we say, man, he played ball at East Central. He got a wealth of experience, man, in various different coaching ranks, man. But if y'all go check out his resume, make sure you follow him on Twitter, man. He's always giving you the latest and greatest with what's going on the home front when it comes to the women's basketball program. So definitely happy to have him on the staff, man. Another Jacksonian. He understands Jackson, understands the culture, and I think having him on the staff is a great it's a great transitional piece, man. He's a great addition. He's awesome at what he does, and I got a relationship with him. So we'll get him on the show. We'll get Coach Richards on the show first, and she'll be on next Wednesday. We'll get her on first, and then we'll start. We'll between the platform and Tiger Talk, we'll definitely sit down with him and have some conversations. But yeah, man, good stuff right there. Last but not least, man, a couple of things. I do want to mention the camps, man. So I had a conversation with Austin. Coach TC got his camps going, kicking off Saturday, June 15th. You got the ladies camp. So we'll start there. I want to put a heavy emphasis on the women's clinic, Saturday, June 15th, coming up in the next 3 weeks or so. The registration right now is kind of low. I think we might have only 8 people that signed up so far. So definitely want to do a serious push. So ladies, Women, I need you guys to hit that registration link, man. Football operations at jsu.edu. Let's get signed up, man. Last year was a great success. They dropped the video. Coach Mario is pushing it, pubbing it pretty hard. And they want to get the ladies out, man. Come out there for the women's clinic and let's get the ball rocking and rolling, man. So if you haven't signed up, let's go ahead and get that on the road. And after the women's clinic, obviously you got the youth and cheer camp coming up on the 20th of June. And let's get that rocking and rolling as well. So, but more specifically, the women's clinic comes first. So if there are any women out there that's looking to join, hit that link, man. We know you guys. We like to wait to the last minute, but I think they're probably gauging it based off of last year. What happened to the 600 omnibus bill for the water system? That's for Jackson. It ain't got nothing to do with Jackson State. I don't. That money's still intact, Miss Michelle. So I think we're good. I think that's still rocking and rolling, but I think this is a whole separate issue. But yeah, man, y'all go ahead and get signed up. What do they do at the women's clinic? I couldn't tell you. I ain't go. Somebody that has gone, put some information up in the chat. But the registration is available. The videos are out there. Actually, if you go check out the video, it actually breaks it down. It gives you a visual kind of what they're doing. It's women's clinic, man. And what all is entailed in that. Hey, look, I'm just here to push it. If y'all ain't got nothing to do, you're looking for something to do, you're looking for a great time to go. And, it was a great turnout. I know Jashelle was with us last year, and she really put some serious energy behind this as well. And it was a great success. So let's get signed up. Let's get registered, ladies. And let's get them kids and the cheerleaders signed up as well. Cheer camp June 20th. And then after that, obviously, you got the Prospect Mega Camp. And then you have the 7-on-7, which will be so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the following week after the women's clinic. So the women's clinic is going to be only that Saturday. That's all we're going to be doing on the 15th. And then guess what? Then they're going to have the 7-on-7 offensive line, defensive line drill camp on the 22nd of June. So I got to find out what time that's going to be, and we'll work that in accordance with our event over at Cannon Toyota Vicksburg. So, yeah, that's the plan for that. Go ahead and get signed up. And then if you're looking for like volleyball, so JSU volleyball also got some camps coming down the pipe. July the 8th, 9th, you got the middle school session. So listen, this is pretty cool, man. So if you got any kids out there any young ladies that are in middle school or junior varsity session. So they're going to have a 9 a.m. to 12. They're going to have the middle school session, July the 8th and the 9th. Then they're going to have the junior varsity session from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. $60 per session. This is a great opportunity. Like if you like myself, got a daughter that's looking to get into volleyball, this is a great opportunity, phenomenal opportunity for them to get involved if they're already playing or they're looking to just sharpen some skills. JSU volleyball is offering camps. There's the link to the women's clinic. Y'all click that link, man. Go get signed up for it. And high school, July the 10th session is from 9 a.m. to 12. Session 2 is going to be from 2 to 5. That's $45 per session. I mean, great. I think it's good money well spent. Jack State just won the SWAC championship, so you got one of the best college programs right here in your backyard. So let's get signed up if you're looking for that. Last but not least, you got the Elite Skills Camp, which is coming up. Those are your elite athletes. That's going to be the 11th and the 12th, and then day 1 and day 2, 9 a.m., 5 p.m. So that's all day, $110 camp fee. Lunch is provided on day 1 only. And go to www.jsu.edu/summer camps if you're looking. I would love to, but my hip is telling me no. Well, you can go out there and stretch. You ain't going to be out there playing no football. They're going to be doing some exercises and all that good stuff. But if the hip bad, I understand. But no, I was just finishing up with the camps, bro, as well as the now we got some volleyball camps coming down the pipe, man. So it's good stuff, man.
Yeah, sorry that I was downstairs a bunch of rackets, so I came and got in the room. Yeah, man. This is actually, I think, the very first time we've actually pushed camps like this in all these sports. Um, campus wide, and again against with all the sports. So doing as what I'm saying, as Miko would say, doing the old thing a new way. It's kind of what we're doing right now. That's what we're doing right now. So again, change is good, man. And every little small tweak that you can actually do is beneficial to us. And again, we trying to win in everything, man. Everything, every sport.
There you go. Gotta win, man. Gotta win. Hey, man, I saw this on the internet today. Shout out to Kamikaze, man. Brad, man. Shout out to we gotta get Brad on the show, man. Hey, man, go hit Brad up. Y'all tell him, man. He's the official ambassador, bro, for the Gulf Coast Challenge. Brad, I told him we'll see you down there in Mobile, big dog. But y'all know this is a Jackson legend right here, man. Brad Kamikaze Franklin doing big things in radio, media. I mean, with the podcast, with the wife, and just doing big things, man. But he's going to be down there Saturday, October 5th, Lad People Stadium. He's going to be the actual official ambassador. That's good for Jackson. Hey, man, we got a good luck charm coming. He is the SIP. Represent Jacktown, man. Thoughts on this, though?
Man, that's crazy. Look, I grew up right down the street from Brad. That's crazy. Known him my whole life, man. Brad and Brandon. Yeah, man, it's dope. Again, you know what I'm saying? It's what we do, man. Couldn't have for a better person, man. He is a Jacktown Jew, as we like to say, man. Mississippi through and through, and he's a good ambassador for the game. I mean, just like I was actually blindsided by it. I didn't see this coming, but kudos to him, man. Good dude, real good dude.
Yeah, man. Gulf Coast Challenge is what is that? Mobile County. It looked like something Mobile, something Alabama Power. Mobile. They got the sponsors up there. That's dope. We need everyone in Mobile. We will host the tailgate again. I love it. Hey, man, we there, bro. We trying to go get that dub, man.
Man, listen. What was known ain't got to be said. We in there.
For sure, man. We in that thing, man. We in that thing. All right, what we got next? So I'm glad I want to talk about this, man. This is I think this is the last slide I had. I don't know. Is it? Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. We'll see what else I got on this thing, man. All right, just the recruits on the back end. But so listen, man. There you go. For those that was interested, will be an event to enhance recruiting knowledge, process, networking, celebrate one another, and enhancing women's knowledge of football. There you go.
Austin. Call me tomorrow. We gotta link up.
For shizzle. So listen, bro. We do NILs. 247 put this out today, Zoe. I just wanted to put this out there for those who really want to understand like NIL and what these folks are really doing out there. This is done by John Talty, 247 Sports. College football NIL market for each position in the transfer portal. This is why you see a lot of kids jumping in the portal, moving around. This is the range, man. Quarterback market range is really the highest range, ranging anywhere from 500,000 to 800,000.
Now, before you actually jump into it, I gotta say this.
Do your thing.
I hate that they put this out. I'm gonna tell you why.
You know why they did it, but go ahead.
What's only what I'm getting to. What people gotta understand.
I want to make sure that I specify before you go any further. This is for the P4.
Oh, I'll finna get into that.
This is gays according to the P4.
That's what I'm about to say.
Big 10, SEC, ACC, Big 12. They're talking about a range from the P4.
And the reason why I hate this is because it's an advertisement without it being one, without them saying that it is. And this is why I hate when they put stuff out like this, because like, oh, we're just trying to form. Like, no, you're doing it, but it's like it's what you're not saying as well. It's a walking billboard and advertisement for them to shun you away from other things, because now when I have something like this that I can see, if I'm being recruited by some other places, then it's like, okay, this is my starting point for me to negotiate trying to go anywhere. Because hey, if you're not doing this, then I'm not going to consider going someplace else. And it's like by doing this, it's muddying the water. This is why I hate this type of stuff. And I can easily hear some people say, well, hey, this is what we got. I'm like, no, because you have to understand from the standpoint of where we're coming from. We give NILs, and again, we had Roquan on. You can actually make a ton of money on the FCS level at an HBCU level. Sometimes a lot of kids just want everything thrown into their lap. When you have the type of mindset that you're gonna go get it, and you can go get the NILs, because again, you can actually be aggressive and seek these things out. But a lot of kids and a lot of players just want things to fall into their lap. And it's like, hey, if all these, we'll use open doors, and hey, I'll let somebody else do the work for me. It doesn't work like that. That type of thing, even with these figures, only happen to a handful of recruits. Like Ken, for an example, how many kids are going to sit there on the bench, not playing, making millions? How many millions are there in college football? There's only one. So you're not going to have a lot of kids that's sitting playing in the backup role, making millions, making more money than the starter is.
Facts.
But see, they look at numbers like that, and you gotta understand that's an anomaly. Also, when you look at the position, look at the range at wide receiver. But they look at the high side, but again, that's not in one lump sum. It can be, but for the most part, that's in multiple deals. So you gotta look at the minutia when you look at these numbers. That's why I hate to put this out, because it's muddying the water, and it's not being totally transparent in how and why you get to these figures.
And they're not even specifying. I mean, this could be over multiple years, like you said, multiple deals. It could be in one setting. It doesn't. It's not one size fits all, man. And then somebody asks is a star all players. Look, you are worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for you. A lot of this stuff has a lot to do with leverage, supply and demand, need, availability. So most of the time when you see players like this in this type of situations, though, a lot of these are the players that are getting poached and getting pushed to the portal anyway. They probably at a school, and you got a school that wants them to come play for them. They're probably already talking to them beforehand. And they're not just going to the portal and just grabbing just random kids out of the portal that are left over and paying them this kind of money. It's like you said, though, it says a lot without saying. It says, it really doesn't say much, but it does say, it has a lot in the message of what's not being said.
Exactly. You know what? And to add to your point too, you're also worth what you're willing to go get. Gotta make sure we say that, because again, if you're willing to live, because again, it's NIL. Make sure you say that: name, image, and likeness. If you're willing to put yourself out there, if you're willing to market yourself and put yourself out there,
pay for play. That's all this is.
Yeah.
This is college football, and NIL. And NIL is really, really just saying, hey man, this is how much we're gonna pay you to come play for. Just pay for play. At the end of the day. But again, I like what you said, because you got the 247 Sports of the world, man. They the ones that are really recruiting. They keeping up with the P4. I mean, that's what they're really focusing on, the top players in the country, and all that and whatnot. But I thought it was interesting to bring up and actually discuss, man. But anyway, y'all, the chat's open. I got about 15 more minutes left on this thing, man. Anything else you had that happened? I got the majority of what I did want to touch on out the way. We touched on the money. We touched on the staff of coach. Like I said, we're in the off season right now, so it's a lot happening right now. Coaches are still sending out recruits. This team, we talked about it, man. I think this team is going to be really solid. We see some teams around the conference picking up a few players. The SWAC won't be without good players. I mean, we had a conversation today about a couple of, I think, Prairie View got a quarterback, 3-star, 4-star quarterback from Houston. FAMU picked up a couple of D linemen, Kennesaw State, and I think one from UNLV.
One thing I will say to your point, Ken, is I really think there's going to be some good storylines in the SWAC this year. I don't think it's going to be, one size fits all. I think you're gonna have competitive balance. Believe it or not, I believe on both sides. Um, it's going to be interesting. It really, really is. You're talking about, if Graham is Grambling back. You know what I'm saying? New coach coming in. They got a lot of talent, bringing in a lot of talent. Well-known coach, and it's like, hey, can this new coach do what Hugh Jackson couldn't do? Grambling with the name and the mystique and the tradition. Are they back? You look at Southern, another again, uh, first-year head coach. You look at PV overhauling. You just mentioned the quarterback they got in. They replacing the quarterback. Can they get back to the SWAC championship game? Alcorn again, new coach. You got a lot of first year head coaches. In the Western Division. You look over here in the East. You're talking about, hey, can Maynard? You know what I'm saying? Turn this thing around and preserve. What we perceive for him being on the hot seat. You know what I mean? Then you look at FAMU, the first year head coach. Them losing the SWAC Player of the Year. Can they repeat? You look at us. We have the most returning starters in the conference on both sides of the ball. TC Taylor going to his second season. Can Jack State elevate? From their 7-4 season. Can we take the extra step to get back to the SWAC championship title and and actually claim saying our first Celebration Bowl trophy? You look at Kendrick Wade going to his second season at Valley. You know what I'm saying? Can he actually break the threshold of getting him to 500? You know what I'm saying? And, they did very well, pretty good in recruiting. So Bethune-Cookman, I mean, besides us, I believe, have the second best recruiting class to me, out of all the schools within the SWAC. And again, second year coach, can they take that next step? A lot of storyline within the conference.
Yeah. I think we've had conversations about who folks feel that the favorite, hearing a lot about Alabama State. I have my thoughts and opinions on that. I mean, we're gonna save a lot of that for SWAC Media Day time.
Sure.
I'm just kind of watching and listening and just kind of saying, okay, taking notes and seeing what's out there. One thing I will say is this, man, that when people look at our team, they look at the way the coaches have been recruiting. I'm okay with Jackson State not being in the favorites. So I don't take that stuff personal because we got to go out there and prove it. We know what we got, and I feel really damn good about what the coaches have done and who they brought in the room. Really at every position. I think from a starter level, the 2 deep position, I think we bought it. We're set really at the 2 deep at every single position on the whole entire team. Only thing for us is, it's going to come down to heart desire to win, how bad we want to get that Celebration Bowl. Are we willing to do the small things, the little things? But, when you do listen to the breakdowns, though, you look at some of the teams, and I mean, I think we were talking about, I guess the chatter was Alabama State, the favorite to come out of the East. I'm not seeing that. I don't understand. I know they got Mr. Body over there. Yeah, I mean, I don't see it, man. They lost their best. They lost multiple really good defenders. But they get 2 good DBs, the best linebacker, best defensive lineman, best running back, best wide receiver. Have they replaced all of that? And if they have, what are they bringing in to replace that? Yeah, because you can upgrade in one position. Let's say you feel like you upgrade in quarterback, but you take a nosedive in other areas. I don't know. I'm still of the mindset that FAMU is the team to beat until you dethrone them. The champ still gets first dibs, in my opinion. I see the talent they're bringing in. They're gonna have to put it together. I think Coach Cozy is gonna be in TC Taylor's position. Remember, like he was last year. He got to go put it together. He got to go figure it out and do what you need to do. Willie Simmons is gone, so but they doing some pretty good stuff. But doing, like you said, really good recruiting class. I just be honest, man. I don't see, Alabama A&M. They'll be a little better than Valley in my opinion. West Side, man, Grambling is very enticing. I think Alcorn's gonna do what Alcorn normally does. PV just seems to always find their way to the championship game. They the power has been in the East for the past 3-4 years. 3 years, I think. Who won before us, man? Alcorn?
No,
What's that? 2020. Oh, it's Alabama A&M.
Alabama COVID season.
So still in the East about 2019. Alcorn.
Yeah, Alcorn.
So the East has been dominating the SWAC. You know what I mean? So, West is there, you know, but I don't really see much else coming from that. UAPB, Grambling, Southern. I think Southern and UAPB be at the bottom of the conference, in my opinion. UAPB probably be the worst. Southern next. Then no, Southern will be ahead of Texas Southern. No, I don't know about that one. I don't know. We'll see. Alabama A&M COVID season before the that's right. But no, man, I'm looking forward to it. We talked to Poe today. Poe talked about us coming on the week before the SWAC Media Day to break down the Jackson State. We ain't taking your bacon. No, I ain't baiting you. I mean that. I've been saying that for the longest. I don't. For one, when I talk football, bro, I talk football. I ain't getting into all that other stuff. This ain't no. I'm talking to Zoe. I ain't even know you was in the chat. So you take it what you do with it what you want to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I just keep trying to figure out, because this is why I say that. We got about 8 minutes left. Zoe know why I say this. I have to listen to people break down. You have to talk football to me, and it needs to logically make sense to me, because when we're factoring in something that none of us have seen, it can go either way. You follow what I'm saying? So, I look at the makeup of what it takes to have a good team. I know some of the better players for you guys, AEA, are still there. I know y'all lost a lot in the portal. That's where the question marks come in at. Even though y'all lost a lot in the portal, y'all still brought in a lot of talent. So the potential is there, if he, is there. We'll see. We'll see y'all before we got a little time. I'm glad we don't play the first game of the season. That's all I can say. That's my opinion on that. So, but you can't look at it on one side and then not consider it the same on the other side. Unknown is unknown. So at the end of the day, Bethune-Cookman might have had a lot of talent, but hell, they ain't won nothing. How many games they won last year? 2, 3 maybe?
1 or 2, but I give the game some context. They play like 4 quarterbacks. At one point in time, I had a receiver playing quarterback. So
yeah,
but again, we can add that to a lot of teams, right? Remember, we talked earlier today. I told you, show me in the SWAC history the past few years, team with the best quarterback typically wins the conference.
Correct.
And you have bad quarterback play, pretty much it's going to be a microcosm of your team's success. So, I mean, again, I say what I said, and yet they only have 2 wins. You know what I'm saying? So, even us, we did what we did with inconsistent quarterback play. We played 3 quarterbacks ourselves, right? And so, but now we're looking for our own self, looking for Jacobin to take that next step. You know what I'm saying? For us, and we've seen the growth. We just got to go put it in the game, and we'll see. Let the chips fall in, man.
I just always wonder, you know what I mean? Like, again, when you factor in the additions, you look at the coaching changes, you look at the player. We brought in the offensive line coach that had the number 1 rushing offense in the entire conference last year. Okay, I just want to make sure that folks understand that. Number 2, he has the best running back in the conference prior to injury, which is Mulligan, on top of the other running backs that we've had.
About the running back room.
I know in the room. Ain't nobody got a running back room like Jackson State running back room. Now, except for FAMU. That's the only one that has a running back room that's on par. Yes, because you got to give Dean. Dean was the MVP of the Celebration Bowl. I love Yant. I like big backs. I like big running backs. I have to always clarify that because I said it sound wrong. I'm trying to unbig my back right now, with exercise. But my point is, but they did add. I think they added another running back as well, a little scat back. So when you look at the breakdown of the room, and say, okay, we got to deal with that. And that's all I'm saying. Now, the changes on the offensive line, that's for them to figure out. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I'm just talking about the additions that we had. I thought we one can make the case that we absolutely upgraded at the O-line position. O-line, not only the O-line position, but also the O-line coaching. Not to take anything away from Coach J.O., but hey man, we had the work, the proofs in the pudding. Coach Ramirez did his thing. And matter of fact, you go to the Legacy Bowl. What 2 running backs is on the team? Robinson. Shit, both running backs from Texas Southern. So there you have it, bro. I know you're getting tired, man. Go get your Z's, bro. Gonna get ready to call this one. We'll have a special guest on Wednesday. Appreciate everybody, man, for pulling up. Sorry for the delay on the show. But y'all get used to, we're not doing unless we got something specific we want to talk about, we have to start pacing ourselves. We are about to get ready to go into the summer months. We're going to keep the schedule, and the shows are going to be as impactful. We're going to pack it out. Unless you guys are going to come up and talk to us, we're going to keep that thing, try to keep it at 2 hours or below, and short and sweet, in and out. Give you a daily fix of JSU Tiger updates with sports and athletics. And we're going to go from there. I like big backs, and I can't lie. I like nah, bro. I'm trying to unbig my back, man. Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, I don't know if y'all heard that song of the lady who was singing Tony Braxton's Unbig My Back.
I did.
But anyway, man, listen. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button, the share button, subscribe button, tell a friend, tell another friend to come check us out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Appreciate Mo for coming up. Listen, if you're in the Atlanta area, go support the men's baseball team. Women, ladies, hit that link. Sign up for the women's clinic and all the other clinics as well. If you know anyone that's interested, definitely let them know. And again, like I said, I'm working on a special guest for Wednesday. We'll have them on. Once we get that finalized, we'll put that out on the Twitter page. Other than that, man, that's all we got for tonight. So you got anything before we get out this joint?
Yeah, I love Go Tigers.
Man, go get you some sleep, man. Peace out, everybody. Good night.
ShotRx is bringing healthcare to you. With our mobile health team, we can come to your school, church, or business to take care of you. We offer childhood immunizations, COVID and flu vaccinations, physicals, and much more. Don't put your health off. Welcome to Care and Compassion. Welcome to ShotRx.